Hey there, Chiefs Kingdom. Let's talk about a name you've been waiting to hear again, Isiah Pacheco. After weeks of holding your breath, it's finally happening. Pacheco is set to make his return this Friday against the Las Vegas Raiders. I know, it's the news we've all been hoping for. Now, if you remember, Pacheco suffered a broken fibula back in Week 2 against the Bengals. That injury left a huge gap in our offense, his relentless energy, his ability to break through defenses, and that electric running style. Yeah, we miss all of that. But now, the wait is over. Pacheco is back to bring that fire once again. Of course, Coach Andy Reid isn't rushing things. He made it clear, we'll work him back in when he's ready. Smart move, right? After all, we don't want to risk re-injury. And Patrick Mahomes agrees, saying, we can let him be who he is and make those big plays happen while ensuring he's not overburdened. Let me ask you, how do you feel about Pacheco's return? Do you think he'll immediately pick up where he left off, or should the Chiefs take it slow? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. Oh, and while you're here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Help us reach our goal of 2,000 subscribers. Your support means the world to us. And hey, stick around because coming up, we're diving into what Kareem Hunt has been doing while Pacheco was sidelined. Spoiler, it's been impressive. So, with Pacheco sidelined, who stepped up to fill the void? Kareem Hunt. And wow, did he deliver? While some fans were nervous about how the offense would hold up without Pacheco, Hunt quickly silenced any doubts. Let's break it down. Hunt racked up 577 rushing yards so far this season, and those aren't just empty numbers. Every yard came with grit, power, and that signature physicality we remember from his Pro Bowl days. It's no wonder Kansas City now boasts an impressive 11-1 record. What's been even more impressive is how seamlessly Hunt adapted to the Chiefs' system. He stepped in, took the reins, and didn't miss a beat. Offensive coordinator Matt Nagy put it perfectly. Both guys want the football, which is a great thing. Imagine being Andy Reid right now, having not one, but the top-tier running backs ready to go. That's what you call a good problem to have. Here's a question for you. If you were Andy Reid, how would you handle this? Would you stick with the rotation or lean on one guy? For those crucial playoff games, vote in the comments. I'm curious to know where you stand. Oh, and don't forget, we're aiming for 2,000 subscribers. If you enjoy this kind of Chiefs content, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. It's a small action, but it helps us continue bringing you the latest news and insights. Now, here's where things get interesting. While Andy Reid historically prefers a clear starter, this situation might require a different approach. Let's talk about that next. Now, here's where things get tricky for Andy Reid. Historically, he's a coach who prefers to rely on one clear-cut starter. We've seen it with players like Jamal Charles and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Once someone claims that top spot, Reid tends to stick with them, but this time, things might be different. With Kareem Hunt thriving and Isiah Pacheco back in action, Reid has a decision to make. Does he return to the traditional approach of a single lead back, or does he embrace a more flexible, two-headed backfield? Let's weigh the options. On one hand, Pacheco's explosive style, full of speed, intensity, and relentless energy, can break open a game at any moment. He's that spark plug you want when you need a game-changing play. On the other hand, Hunt brings experience, power, and a physical edge that wears down defenses over time. Together, they can form one of the most dynamic running back duos in the league. Andy Reid himself called it a good problem to have, emphasizing how valuable it is to have high-caliber players ready to step up. But balancing their workloads won't be easy. Too much rotation, and neither back finds their rhythm. Too little, and you risk overworking one or the other. So, what do you think? Should the Chiefs go all in on one running back or keep the rotation going? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your strategy. And remember, your support helps us keep the conversation going. Like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with all things Chiefs. Next, we're shifting gears to talk about some exciting news on the horizon: Hollywood Brown's return. Stay with me. All right, Chiefs Kingdom. Let's talk about some exciting reinforcements. While the backfield is getting a lot of attention, there's another key player ready to make his return: Hollywood Brown. Now, if you've been keeping track, you know Brown suffered a shoulder injury during the preseason. It's been a long road to recovery, but the good news, he's expected to be back by Week 17, just in time for those critical matchups against the Texans and Broncos. Why does this matter? Because Brown's speed and ability to stretch the field add a whole new dimension to the Chiefs' offense. Imagine Patrick Mahomes launching a deep pass to Hollywood with defenders struggling to keep up. That's the kind of game-breaking potential we've been missing. But it's not all smooth sailing. The wide receiver corps has been hit hard by injuries, including setbacks for young talents like Rashee Rice. And let's not forget one of the challenges of being a top team in the league: the Chiefs are often last in the waiver order. That means missing out on intriguing prospects like recently waived cornerback Emmanuel Forbes. So, here's a quick poll for you. Do you think Hollywood Brown will make an immediate impact, or will it take time for him to find his groove? Vote in the comments, and as we push toward the playoffs, it's more important than ever to stay informed. Hit that subscribe button and help us reach our 2,000 subscriber goal. Your support keeps us going strong. Up next, let's look to the future and talk about a potential game changer from Boise State, Ashton, Jeanty. Could he be the long-term solution for the Chiefs' backfield? Let's find out now. Let's shift our focus to the future. While the Chiefs are preparing for another deep playoff run, it's never too early to think about what's next, especially when a player like Ashton Jeanty is making waves. If you haven't heard of him yet, Jeanty is a standout running back from Boise State, and his numbers this season have been nothing short of impressive, to 160 to rushing yards and 27 touchdowns. Yeah, you heard that right, 27 touchdowns. That kind of production has scouts buzzing and fans dreaming about what he could bring to the NFL. Here's the kicker. Jeanty recently expressed his admiration for the Kansas City Chiefs on social media. He's openly excited about the idea of joining forces with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Can you imagine Jeanty in a Chiefs uniform? His combination of speed, vision, and power would fit perfectly into Kansas City's innovative offensive schemes. With Isiah Pacheco nearing free agency and Kareem Hunt likely playing a rotational role, Jeanty could be the long-term solution the Chiefs need. He's young, dynamic, has the potential to transform the ground game for years to come. But here's the big question. Should the Chiefs prioritize drafting a running back like Jeanty, or are there other areas that need attention? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment and let's start a discussion. And hey, if you're enjoying this deep dive into the Chiefs' future, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and your support makes all the difference. Coming up, we'll wrap things up with a look at how these pieces fit together as the Chiefs aim for another Super Bowl. Stay with me.